take a hike on it. Take hard home. Put hard home. Oh man. Take a hike, hornet. Told that hornet to take a hike. That's my editing system. Okay. I'm gonna get some food or something. Think about what else to film. I'm gonna get some food or something. Fruit. Maybe fruit, yeah, bananas. Bananas. I'm gonna eat bananas. Take a hike, homie. I wonder if I can show you how to do some editing. Look at this shot. Oh, wait. That's this shot. That's this shot. Oh, wait. This shot that I put there. You can go to the prop. Oh, I'm going to click undo. Control Z. You can change the. See, you go to distort. You click here on distort. You click there and it allows you to distort the thing. I guess it lines up to be straight. Or you can have it distorted like this. You don't want to do too much because you want to preserve the as many pixels as you can of the original video. See, like, say like I did this. That's too distorted. That looks pretty good, but it's like too wide. Wait, I don't know what. I guess that looks pretty good, but I think I did it better how I had it. Like it wasn't as it looked more like it was. Anyway, you press command or Apple Command Z, and it undoes. Undo. Then I went to this one. I keep clicking undo. I don't know what else I did to it, but I'm going to delete this project. It takes too much space. I'd like to keep them all, but I'm going to show you. I'll give you an idea of how much space. This one was in 5K. This project was in 5K. If you look right there, tried to export it in 5K, but the computer didn't have a big enough hard drive. I had to export it in 4K. And I think if the video is shorter, I'm gonna do some 5K videos. It's ridiculous that I can't do 5K or 8K editing, but I mean, they could do it in the 2000s on movies. And that was something that I got interested in. I made the aspect ratio of this video bigger. And somebody's calling me, probably a spammer. I used to keep my phone with me all the time. Or like within distance where it wouldn't hurt me from the signal, so I'd be ready in case the mother of my children needed anything to drive to her and get to her in minutes. And then she kept going to Texas, then she'd move back, and she's been there the third time now. Hopefully she moves back, or I could go there, but they have a specific set of rules as to how I can see them, and it's not like being a regular father where I can just feel like myself around my own children. It's like she wants it to, I don't know. Sometimes I can. It's like whatever mood she happens to be in or something. Kind of, I don't know. Because I was a jerk. Look at this guy's house. That is so cool. The builder built it. It's a different one in this neighborhood.
What are you doing? Ain't done doing that.
Stop saying that stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you his house. He was a builder. He was an artist and he became a builder.
Look at this. You believe this place exists? Look. It's so cool. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's an actual place that exists.
They have places like this on Airbnb you can get. Look at that.
I happen to look. Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
And now it's making a funny. Oh, it's like rendering this whole giant 5K project as I'm making a live video. I'll show you how much space this one takes up. Find untitled. Look how much space this project takes up. 200, it's not that much, 226 gigabytes. I had to move around like, I don't know. But I'm going to delete it so I can do another project. Because it actually takes up terabytes of space. It takes up like 3 terabytes if you try to export it in actual 5K. And that's the thing that's like, that's what I'm going to do is put 8K videos up or 5K. But hey, if it's going to cost money and I got to do stuff that really makes me feel awful, then it's not worth it. So I'm just going to keep doing 4K, and then I might do some shorter 5K or short 8K video, really short 8K videos. I think I have more than enough. Very fortunate. My mom got me this computer. Again, she got me a good computer. I was very fortunate. They almost didn't get me when it felt wrong if they didn't do it. Like, I'm supposed to make these videos. I'm supposed to make films, movies and stuff. It's a God-given, Jesus-given ability. Jesus says that you have something you're supposed to work at on earth, and this, I know, is something that I'm very good at. I don't know about showing up in front of camera, but I got good at that too. But it's not always appropriate to be doing that as much, but it's something that goes along with the filmmaking and videos. Sometimes it's very appropriate for that too. I can't. It's wrong to give that to throw that away and just like get old and do some wrong thing. It's right to get old though. Sometimes it's appropriate to look older for me. It wouldn't be right to look really young and better than everybody or something. That's just wrong. They're supposed to sometimes it's okay. It's okay. Then I really worked on this place. This house is pretty amazing. I really worked on it. It took the work of 4 or more houses. I had to do most of it all myself. There's a time when this other guy was working on it a little more than me, more than I was. And my friend was helping me, and then he left, and then that was when I couldn't do it anymore, so I got him to help me. And anyway, I don't know. it was a lot of effort, and it's still stuff I can do to it. I did the best I could. I'm not like the most expert on home rehabs, but I'm really good at it. I'm pretty good at it, but I did it the best that I could. I'm still making it as good as I can. I think it's something I had to do to be kind to my parents. I think that home fixing up stuff, something I had to, and pay my bills too, because the movies was not paying money for so long, and it pays some money now. Pays some money now. Took like a while, 25 years, where it started making some money. It made a little money here and there doing random stuff for videos and movies, but not as much. It made a little more, but it's not making as much as I'd like. And this shot I sped up. Oh man. So you go here to modify at the top. Change duration. Retime. Custom speed. It's at 9,000%. It's an original video I filmed. It was 30 something minutes long. And I sped it up to 9,000%. So when you play it back, the clouds look like they're moving. And it's actually in reverse. Retime, go to retime again. Custom speed. See, it says it's in reverse. This is another way to do it. I don't usually do it. This is reverse. You can put it forward. Reverse. You could do it. So I'm going to put it at 40,000%. Oh, maybe it didn't do it. 20,000%. Okay. And then you click on the, I'm going to zoom in, press Z, and then click on it, and it zooms in. You go to here. Wow, that's as long as the clip possibly is. I'm just doing stuff in editing to show you how to edit. And I have some other clip under it. Wow, that looks cool. I made it a little faster. That has the auto exposure, which didn't come out exactly right there, because it did the foreground more, but it's, I guess I can control the exposure manually. I don't know, whatever, but looks pretty good. That sky looks pretty cool. Cool. Do it in reverse. And then you can click right here. I press B, and it splices it very lightly, or whatever the heck it does. I don't know. And then you say retime. You can do a faster one, slow, or I'll do it really slow, negative 10%. Wow. Ugh, that's way too slow. This makes it, now it's down to negative 1698%. You press up and it goes to the beginning or end of the clip, up and back. Whoops. Wow. And then you press play. That's pretty cool. And at the end of it, I'm going to click at the very end by pressing down. You can see where the camera, I moved it with the camera at the end of it. I'm going to click on it. I'm used to doing it fast because I edit a lot. This is normal speed in reverse. That looked so cool, so I just filmed it, and I'm gonna press undo or whatever. I'm just gonna get rid of this project, I think, unless I'm press undo a bunch. There, that was, I think, how it originally was. This shot made my hair look grayer. What is this? This shot made my hair look really gray.
Come on. You believe in like the door. Don't lock it. Leave it open. Matter of fact. Somebody knocking down there here. Why would you hurt me? Jesus would punish that dog would. I think Jesus don't punish him as much.
God is the one who does final judgment. God does final judgment on others more than Jesus. But I'm not an expert on it, so I might be sinning right now because I don't know. Yo, 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 yo. Ah. Yo, 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 yo. You can edit it to a beat. Put it forward and reverse according to a beat. And it doesn't just play through in real time. You have to do it really slow. It edits in real time, but it's rendering in the background to render the effects that you do and stuff. Not like not like in 2000 and something, or 2002 or 1, when it took forever to render. But it was an SD. Yo, 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 yo. I'm gonna close it. See, you can make a wait. What is this? This is my raw footage over here on the side. Here's a shot I didn't use. Me talking to the camera or something. I don't know what it was. I tried to. Oh, that looked like shit. That looked really fucking terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked awful. I was like trying to act the wrong way. Hey, this sounds cool. That's a plant my mom planted. Oh, I planted. That's my mom gave me that plant. Huh. I should talk to her. I don't know if I use this in the thing or not. I'm using it in this one. Listen to the sound slow down. I'm gonna press play on it. That sounds awesome. I was a little scared of it, so I didn't use this sounds. Sound like an alien stuff. I'm gonna speed it up. That is so cool. There's some weird little bug. I gotta keep living and be there for my loved ones. Whoa. That was a frightening sound. That sounds pretty cool though. Maybe I could get more into filmmaking instead of being in front of camera. It's hard to work out for somebody like me. I was a fat kid. Well, now I'm used. Now, I guess I'm accustomed to it now. I don't know, but the filmmaking became like being in front of camera more, which is hard to do that and the filmmaking. You can't film when you're in front of the camera unless you have a tripod and stuff. Or I could do a feature film for no money. Well, you need some sort of a camera and editing system. Somebody can do it on HD nowadays, all on their iPhone. They have editing programs you can download as an app. Wow. I think this was an iPhone I filmed on. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what this is going to end up looking like, but I guess I looked okay in that. I know what the heck this is. This camera turned off. That was pretty cool. I like that shot. I'm glad it's in this video. I'm going to try to use it. I just got to see my mom in real life and family members. That's what's really most important. But I'm good at the filmmaking. I got to make money too. I worked a long time. I worked the equivalent of 40 or 42 or 43 years, a minimal full-time job, like 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day for 40 years. If you add up the hours, it was like barely a full-time job. There's a dog. Oh, gosh. Ugh. I don't know what that dog's been doing. Wonder what other shots are here. There's a sunset, or sunrise, actually. It's good. I guess that's how things are supposed to be. Here's the God and Jesus stuff. I filmed the Bible. This is just one of my projects that I was doing, or my new one or something. Birds. I wanted to look cool too and be on front of the camera, in front of the camera. I'd just be somebody. Oh man, I could have. Who knows what my body would have looked like? I might have had all sorts of things wrong with me if I hadn't worked out so much and gotten healthy by working out and eating right. I worked really hard at being in good shape. I might not look in the best shape ever, but by being in front of camera, it gave me a reason to like want to look good. And then I didn't want to like do it. That's not always healthy, looking good. Some people are very unhealthy when they look really good. So I just wanted to be healthy. At this point, I think I might just want to be healthy, but I like looking good too. I like looking pretty good too. I think nobody stops wanting to look. Nobody really doesn't care about the way they look. Here's all the effects Final Cut Pro. I hope this is still recording. Yeah, this is still streaming. Here's all the effects you can use in Final Cut Pro. Wait. It has a library of these. See these clouds? I've used this one a lot. Like here, I'll show you how to edit something. Oh, I'll do some new thing. Titles. Here's some titles that you can use. Here's one that looks like Star Wars. You type in your words and you can animate it and change it and stuff. But these are the preset. I used to create my own transitions back as early as 2000. And you go up here to say modify. Wait. I mean, I didn't know I was doing it, but I created my own transitions from one clip to the next, like here. Like I did with that, these two shots, and I blended them in, but I don't know how to create a transition and then put it and how to save it and do the same standard thing to other stuff. I think I'd have to look. I kind of do. I don't know. I probably know how to do that. I'd have to just mess with it a little bit, and then I could figure out how to do it a little bit. You save. I don't know. See, because like I know, but I don't know. Here's an effect that I did. I created a transition. See how I blended it in? Like this is one shot down here, and I changed the opacity of this thing. I went over to, I went to here, and I changed the opacity. See, there's another, this is actually still there, but I put the opacity down at 0. I put the opacity down at 0, so that's there, but I just didn't want to mess with things, so I changed that shot to the opacity of 0 so it wasn't there. And then somewhere around here, I just cut. I didn't even blend it in or have it animated out of the frame or something, which you can do. Like anyway, but right here, I got this shot right here, which is, I'll show you, it'll show the size of it like this. And I changed the size of it. I'm going to click undo on that to match this shot. So when I'm going to put it reverse. I match the trees up so they both. I matched this shot. I matched this shot to this shot and did a transition where I animated it subtly and changed the size and shape so they matched up perfectly, because I had taken the camera away and I put it back in the same place with the tripod later when it was really bright and sunny and it looked really beautiful like this, like it was like a happy sunny day later. And I filmed this in the morning with the sun coming out, and then I
Dun 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 dun
And so I created that transition right there. And I used to, back in 2002, do it. Like, here's a regular transition that you can just put. This is what most everybody does on YouTube. They click right here and add a dissolve or any here. What's it you do? You go up to the show. I don't know why it's going. Oh, I'm showing people. Show and workspace. I don't know how to keep them both on there. It used to keep them both on there, so I just go to, it's stuck on either transitions or effects. So I just have to go here, window, show and workspace, transitions. And then it shows up down here, all the transitions you can do from one clip to the next. Like here's one clip. That's just, I happen to change the size of it. But this is another clip of the cat, and I kind of reframe the size of it because it was a wider aspect. But anyway, that's one clip. In regular editing, that's a clip, and this is a clip. Those are two clips, and in between you put a transition. Like, it already has a dissolve. It dissolves from one clip to the next, and that's how you do. You take this dissolve. I'm going to delete it, and here it says cross dissolve. And that's just a regular dissolve, and you put it right there, and it creates a dissolve between those two original video clips that you have, dissolves them together. And I clicked undo on it. And then they have all these cool, see if we can show, they have all these cool transitions. All these cool transitions you can do. And I try to go into the properties. Like, here's one. And do a transition. And you'll see that most people on YouTube videos just leave them with the standard stuff. But you can change it, and like, you can make this wider and move it left and right to dissolve at different places. Play it through and see what it looks like. Oh, that's a really slow, cool one. What are you doing? Oh, that's cool. And then you can change the colors of it. You just click on the transition. I believe you can. Where's the... I'm going to double click on it. Wait, what the heck? I'm going to click undo. I don't know what that is. Undo. Undo. What the heck? Where are the colors of it? Color panes. Show. It's not showing. I don't know. But I like to change the colors of them. Usually you just click right here. It's not showing. Something's funny about it. I don't get it. I'm not really sure. It's supposed to just show the colors there on the side. But like, you have to kind of like mess with the that should reset it. Where are the... I don't get it. Ugh. Anyway, that looked pretty cool. Just a standard one, and I made it a little longer so you could see the whole. Not the whole. I'm gonna make it even more. This is so cool looking. Just the high quality it is by itself. I did just a regular this color panes dissolve thing, and I made it like last forever. So let's see how long. I'm gonna press play on it and see what it looks like. This is editing 5K in real time. It's pretty good.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's awesome. That is awesome. I think that's pretty good. I'm so grateful I have this computer for my mom. She bought it for me. But I've done this 20 years. Or my dad or my mom. He didn't want to do it, and they made me like... I was going to get it anyway. I would have done it on a credit card, but I was grateful I didn't have to. I don't know how I would have that's how I had to make my movies. I had no idea how I'd pay my bills, and I had to like go into all this debt on credit cards and get the money any way I could and make the movies, which was bad and wrong. I don't suggest doing it any way you can, because that includes being mean any way possible. That's what they do down in hell. So I don't suggest saying anyway, I'm willing to do anything to get there. That is horrible. That's when people have it all. That's when people have it wrong, when you hear them say that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna click undo. Well, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. Okay, so, wow, this is so weird. I never did that transition so slow where you can see the details of it. It looks so cool. And I can't figure out why I can't edit the colors. See those different colors? The green, blue, red. You should be able to change those colors. Like that green, those colors. Where it doesn't make any sense. Usually you can just click on it. Sometimes it does some funny different thing and I gotta like try it a different way, and that makes no sense, but it looks really cool just like that. For some reason it's doing it that way right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I was editing film on a flatbed in the 90s. I'm older. I'm 42. I was editing film on a flatbed in the 90s on a film. That's how I met my wife. We were in the editing room. God put us together. I didn't want to be her partner, but she liked me. She thought I was cute from the start. We were in editing class at Loyola Marymount University. And I just went there to be some famous. I went there to be some famous person. They had a radio station on campus that was a big LA radio station for like cool indie music. It was called KXLU, and it was on campus at LMU. So I thought, I didn't want to say it out loud because I was afraid to say or sing, or I was still afraid to sing really. And I just wanted to be a rock star, and I thought I could get on the radio station if I went to that school. So I went to the school, and somehow I got into the screenwriting program, but they wouldn't let me in the film department. And I got in the screenwriting program, and I got a screenwriting degree in communications. And I'm not even worried about that, but that's where I met Danica. That was amazing right there, that I met her. And she had a similar experience to me growing up that no one else really understands, or no one had to go through in the way that we did. So I don't know what I do now. Because she's still angry at stuff I did a few years ago. It's like no matter how much I've been as good as a human being can be to her, it's like still, I think women stay angry for a little longer, or they hold a grudge. I think she held a grudge for whatever I did. So I keep waiting for her. And doing my best. In the meantime, I fixed this whole house up. Took the equivalent of years of work. Last year I worked on it about 12 hours a day for almost 8 months. Mostly, I'd say almost all myself till I could barely go on. I could almost just lay in a bed. I worked so hard. And then I had somebody else working on my friend helping me on the house while I was laying in her bed because I just couldn't really go on anymore. And I was afraid for my life a few times. And then I got the whole house ready for her, and she bought a brand new house at the end instead. And then I couldn't breathe for about 2 weeks. I could barely breathe. I was worried for my life. Had to get on medicine that helped me to breathe it better again. And I'd worked on it for 12 hours a day and wrote them relentless messages trying to be a good father, like 18 hours a day, many days. Basically every waking minute of the day for about 8 months of the end of the last year, after starting April 12th to about December 12th. And then she bought a new house instead. And I was already physically pretty hurt from being so alone and working on the house all the time and her neglecting me and only getting excited about her in that way the whole time. I put myself through a lot, and I felt like I was going to die about 3 or 4 times. But I don't know if that's quite true or not. Maybe I would have lived in it or just had to be hospitalized. There's one pretty close to emergency room time that I had, and then she just bought it at the very end. She bought a brand new house instead with all the YouTube money that she made. And I could barely breathe. Like it didn't hit me, but then I kept working in the house all the time. That's all. I just got in that habit. It's like I felt like I had to. And then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. And I almost had to be hospitalized. And I was pretty worried for about 2 weeks. And then what did I do? I still try to picture, it's like harder if I get excited about anyone on my own or something. It's like I'm afraid to look on the dating sites, but I don't know. And I don't know how I got happy again this year. I finally didn't have to work hard. Well, it took like a few weeks of not working on hard labor myself or hiring other people where it was like stressful and getting them to do it right and stuff. And I took a few weeks break because for 2 weeks of it I could not work. I could have died if I kept working or been hospitalized. So I had to eventually, I kept working, risking my life to work on the house. I thought I had to pay my bills and keep working. And then it was pretty wrong. Like I was literally risking my life to keep trying to work on the house. And then I was like, this is pretty stupid. I didn't get it. I don't get that. And when you have plenty of money, I don't get why you would have to. I don't get it. I think maybe it was somehow to stand up for my dad or something, or I don't know, because he worked so hard, and I don't know. I don't know why I was doing it. Then I quit doing that. And then about 3 or 4 weeks later, I was happy and healthy again. And I started working for my parents out there like a lot. And it didn't bother my health at all. It was really hard. It was really difficult. Politically, all this big stuff going to their different houses and stuff. And I was there for 2 months out in their different houses. Not politically, but like trying to be a good person, a kind person. I didn't really do anything much for myself other than I had to work because I had to make money. And I helped them on all this stuff. And then I literally laid in a bed for 20 hours a day for 3 days in a row. And it worried me to literally lay in a bed that many hours a day. Hurt you. It kind of weakened me. Like I could have gotten hurt. Like I was not able to lift. It only did for 3 days. It's the only time I've done that since 2000 and 2 laying in bed that long without physical movement. Because even when I'm like laying in bed or something, I'll get up, walk around, might do jumping jacks or something like that. But for 3 days, I'll lay in the bed for 20 hours, 20 hours a day. Barely got up to do anything. I could not do. I was so exhausted after how hard I worked last year, and then going out there two months earlier this year to like go to all these different houses and stuff. And then I laid there for about 3 weeks, and I started physically moving around more, but I lay in the bed most. I could not work on that stuff anymore. So I used it as an excuse. I said, I'm going to quit all caffeine and go off my psychiatric medicine. That's going to be the thing that I'll do next, because I had to work at something. So I stopped taking my psychiatric medicine, see how much I could withstand since I wasn't having to work on something. And it was really difficult. I was resting for a while, but after a while I was like, oh my gosh, like, because I had been on that psychiatric medicine a long time. And so then I happened to look good in that shot, even though some of the stuff I was like so terrible looking. I haven't dyed my hair in months. But then after I laid there a while, then COVID happened. The COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever the heck it's called. Then that happened after laying there in bed for 3 weeks, and I was like, I can't really go anywhere. And then it was like, I got to work on my health. And then I got happy because I had an excuse to feel good, because I didn't want to like die. I felt wrong for feeling good last year and stuff, because like it just felt wrong, and I kept having to work and work and work. And this year, then I had an excuse to get in really good shape. And and feel happy again. I hadn't felt happy in about 2 years. There's a time before I started working on the 8 months, house 8 months, where it had dangerous, well, pretty bad depression every day for more than a year, I'd say. Right before I started working in the house, like I'd look up suicide every single day for more than a year. And then I went from that to having to work on the house as much as I could, because I thought maybe they'd move here. I get excited. I thought maybe they'd move here. The first month of it was okay. Then it was awful. The rest of it, it was just really hard on my body. She was not responding as much to me, and it just really hurt. And then this year, I made it to this year, worked I took 3 or 4 weeks off so I didn't die, because I was afraid for my life. And then I worked for my parents really hard for 2 months, and it didn't hurt my body. It really aggravated me. I could barely stand some of it, but I did the best that I could, and it was like out there all the time. And I did this huge stuff I thought was huge, and then I got to finally rest. Then I've felt happy since then. Like I finally didn't have to work on stuff. Like I finally didn't have to work on something. I got in really good shape. I could run up and down this mountain, like down. Like I could run down this mountain, back up the hill to on that side a few times, back, like go in, lift the 100-pound dumbbells. Like I worked up to where I could work out hours a day. I was like very healthy a while ago. Then something happened. I couldn't do it. I just didn't feel like working out so much. I gave it my all so much, and it felt shallower. I don't know what it was, and I started editing my videos all the time. And that's when I started doing, like, figuring out, trying to do these, like, 5K videos and stuff. Trying to do these 5K videos. And I animated some of this stuff. Like here, I animated this. And then I did that as much as I could because I figured my body was physically tired from working out, so I could lay there, and it was enjoyable editing somewhat. And it's been happy for a while. Today was the happiest day I've had in a year or something like that. Or since last summer, there was a few days that were really happy. But today was pretty happy. It was like almost totally happy. And I tried to cover up those pink shoes in a lot of this video. But there's one part where it shows right there, I think. I guess this is animated somewhat. And this is just this one video. I did a lot of editing. And I did a few other ones like that. I got rid of the original project because they took up like a lot of space. One of them was 8K. And then when I exported it, it didn't have enough space to do it in 8K. I'm gonna close this thing. I don't know what else to say. Oh, here's I wonder. Here's how you look up a project. .fcp Final Cut Pro. That looks at the. Oh, and I have another project. Where is it? Is that it? Oh no, I clicked on it again. It's got to start up the thing, but it does it pretty quick. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. I'm gonna click it down here. It's opening up some other one I tried to install somewhere. I gotta get rid of that or whatever. Anyway, you just like it opens up the project here. I think I have a feature film on here. I want to show you that I've been filming. I haven't showed anyone too much, but I put a clip of it on my Instagram page. It's Pee-wee's. That's a good shot of my face. Looked good for some reason. It's something. I don't know. I guess it's not this project. I thought it was in here. This is just made up language video or whatever. Where is it? Oh, my hard drive's not plugged in. My other hard drive that has this movie that I was filming like by myself. Here's all these video clips or something. Oh, I should go. I don't want to show too much of that. Maybe I'll do something else. Here's how I use Photoshop. Well, anyway. Maybe I should do something else. I gotta go pee or something. I gotta go take a break. I'd like to see my family, but they're like funny about it. Sometimes, no, they're not. I love them all. We're all like I love them all the same, pretty much. Depending on who you're considering my family. Eating a big fruit breakfast. See if there's any chat. What is it doing? It started streaming a new one? This is so weird. Oh, my computer ran out of batteries. I thought it would continue filming one video. One person's watching it. Ah! Ah! Hide this. How much money I'm making or whatever. Eating a big fruit breakfast. Hey, this one got 53 views 55 minutes ago. All these new videos. These two had heavy editing, or a lot of editing. This is the one I'm talking about. Geez. No, they're not talking about, or maybe they are. I don't know. And that made me feel happy. This one, like one of these around here, a lot of people commented on first time drinking in a year. All these people were like commenting on that, chatting in the chat. That made me happy today. I was like, hey, they were quoting my movies and videos. That made me feel happy. I think I'm going to turn the video off. I don't know. I got to eat some food. I could keep the video running. Wonder if I can play some video. I'm going to plug in this hard drive. I'm going to try to keep it going. I'm going to play a video and leave or something. See what cool video I can play. I'm plugging in this hard drive. It's got tons of stuff on it. See what's on it. Here's my new video stuff. My son's new art that I don't know. Oh, here it is. Huh. Huh. Where's my real science and movies? And this stuff again. This is from a long time. This is from June of last year. This is right when I painted the. Well, this is it's Star Wars. I don't know what that is. I don't want to do that. I like Jesus and kind, good stuff instead of other people's rant. Hey, I must have done that shot before someone. Painting fours. I gotta go further back than this. There must be some Al Bob footage somewhere on some other hard drives. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Huh. Ron Jeremy. Oh, he is not the best role model. Must be something good. That there, a lot of them are good, but. Oh, this was one that I've never shown. I can't. The heck is this? I don't want to look at rednecks. Maybe my kids or something. Maybe I'm supposed to turn the computer off or something. Gosh, they looked different. I probably gotta go. Did I have a shaved head back then? I probably gotta go. I'd like to. Oh, that was terrible. Must be something. What the heck is that? It feels so awful. I shouldn't show that. Oh, here's a really sad looking one. Cloudy or something. Oh, this was in the guest house. Oh, this is. Oh, Al was here. What is he doing? What is he doing? Probably gotta go or something. I'm afraid to show some of this stuff. What is that? I'm afraid to show myself in the mirror. It's like other stuff is more important. I think I gotta eat breakfast. Oh, I can't show. I'm so glad I didn't click on this other one. I don't want to show anything bad. Huh. I gotta pee. Get out of here! I'm trying to move it out of the way. What is this? Oh, it's saved. The heck? I really should dye that hair or just grow it in or something. Can't believe it filmed the Marlon Brando. That saved it in high quality. I don't look the best